This conference will now be recorded.
No. So in the previous session, we have discussed about the various data types given by Salesforce as part of Apex programming. And along with that, we have discussed about the variables, defining the variables and how can we assign the values for those variables also we have discussed. Now, so now let's see the concept of operators. So what do you mean by an operator and what is the use? What are the various categories of operators are available in Apex programming? How to use those operators we'll see practically today. Now, then first of all, we have to understand what exactly an operator and what is the use. Suppose, for example, assume that I have some two values. Okay, I have some two values. I'm having two values right now. Like I'm having the values like some 100 and then some 600. These two values will be of type what? Numerical. Both are numerical values. So now tell me what kind of operations we can do on these numerical values. What kind of operations we can do? On these numerical values, we can perform the various operations. Like we can perform the addition and we can perform the subtraction. We can perform the multiplication. We can perform the division. Like that, we can perform the various mathematical operations. Because these are numerical values, so on these numerical values, we can perform the various mathematical operations. There are some arithmetic operations we can perform on these numerical values. So now I want to perform this addition operation. In order to perform the addition operation, what we can do, we have to use a symbol called as plus. Plus indicates what? Plus is nothing but addition symbol. Okay, plus in the sense addition symbol, which is used to perform some addition operation on the two values. Whatever the two values are available, whatever the two numerical numbers are available, on those two numerical values, we can able to perform the addition operation. So now tell me, to perform the addition operation, instead of using this plus symbol, can I use any dollar symbol? No. Can I use some hash symbol? No. Why? Because there is a standard notation is available for the addition that is called as plus. So plus is nothing but a symbol which is performing some operation. What operation it is performing? Some addition operation. So in this case, when coming to the plus, this plus symbol is called as an operator. Okay, this is called as operator. So now here in this case, so we are having these operators available here. Having that plus symbol. So now this plus symbol is called as what? An operator. Okay, this is nothing but an operator here. So this is called as an operator. It is called as an operator. So now these two values are called as what? This value and this value. These are called as what? These are called as operands. Operands. Okay. So now here in this case, what happened? What do you mean by an operator? How can we define an operator? Operator is nothing but a symbol Operator is nothing but a symbol which performs some operations on operands. Operator is nothing but a symbol which performs some operations on operands. So operators are used to perform some operations on the values. That means values means those are called as operands. And those values we are going to performing the various operations with the help of these operators. So when coming to the operators, we have various categories of operators are available inside your Apex programming language. So now here, in this case, we will be having the various operators are available inside your Apex programming language. What are the various operators are available? Now let me explain over here. Now, operator is nothing but a symbol, which is used to perform the operations on the operands. Operator is nothing but a symbol which is used to perform the operations on the operands. So when coming to the Apex programming, we are having the various operators are available. Apex provides the various categories of operators. Apex provides the below category of operators. Apex provides the below category of operators. The first one is arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators. These are also called as mathematical operators. Arithmetic operators are mathematical operators. Second category, okay, the second category is relational operators. These are also called as comparison operators. Relational operators are comparison operators. Third one is logical operators. Third one is logical operators. Fourth one, increment or decrement operators. Fourth one is increment or decrement operators. We are having the arithmetic operators, relational operators or the comparison operators, and the logical operators, and then increment or decremental operators. And the fifth one, the last one is we are having assignment operators. Assignment operators. Assignment operators. These are the various categories of operators are available inside your Apex programming language. We have arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment or decremental operators, and assignment operators. These are the various categories of operators are available as part of your Apex programming language. Now, so let me explain each and every category and what are the various operators are available in every category wise. Now, the first one, arithmetic operators are mathematical operators. So what is this arithmetic operators? These are the operators, okay, which are used to, okay, these are the operators which are used to perform the mathematical operations. These operators are used to perform the mathematical operations. So these are the various operators are available as part of this arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform the various mathematical calculations. To perform the various mathematical calculations, we are going to be using this arithmetic operators or mathematical operators. These are used to perform the mathematical operations on the values. These are used to perform the mathematical operations on the values. So in this case, what are the various mathematical operators are available in Apex program? We have the plus, nothing but addition, and we have subtraction, we have multiplication, we have division, and we have modulus. For that modulus, generally we are using percentage, but in Salesforce it won't support this percentage symbol. We have to use system dot, so the math dot mod. These are the various mathematical operators are available as part of your Apex programming language. So now, as part of this Apex programming language, as part of this mathematical operators, okay, as part of this mathematical operators, we are having the various mathematical operators are available. The first one is addition, and then subtraction, multiplication, division, and the remainder. That is called as, okay, mod. Math.mod, which is used to calculate the modulus, nothing but to get the remainder value over here. To get the remainder value, we are going to be using this math.mod. Now, so now let's see how can we do this one, each and every operator. Now, so now here in this case, let's see. So what is the difference between this division and the math.mod? Now let me explain. Suppose, for example, I'm using this 5 by 2. It is indicating what? It is indicating the value 2. Like for example, here I'm going to be dividing the number by 2. So now this is the 5. So I'm dividing this number by 2. How many times it will be divisible? 2 times here. So now what is the value? 4. We are having that one as a remainder over here. So now this value is called as what? Quotient. Okay, this value is called as quotient value. This is called as quotient value. And this is called as remainder value. Okay, this is called as a remainder value. This is called as a remainder value here. So in this case, what happened? So whenever if I'm using this division, okay, whenever I'm going to performing the division operation, so whenever I'm performing the division operation, so now we are having this quotient value, we are having this remainder value. So in this case, if I'm using this 5 by 2, nothing but 5 divided by 2, it is written in that quotient value over here. Suppose if you want to get the remainder value, then we have to use math.mod. Math.mod of 5 comma 2. Then it is going to be returning the value as 1. That means remainder value. It will returns the remainder value. It returns the quotient value. In order to get the quotient value, we are using the division operation. To get the remainder value, we are using that math.mod, nothing but modulus. To perform the modulus operation, we are using this mod function, which has been given by Salesforce by default here. These are the various mathematical operators are available as part of your Apex programming language. Okay, now as part of this arithmetic operators, we are having 5 operators are available: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and the remainder. Now,
math.mod.
Yes, the math.mod means this is for that modulus operation. That means this is for the remainder value. Now, so
And so
these
then
are
for
the various.
percentage?
Sorry.
For the percentage symbol?
Percentage symbol is nothing but math.mod. Percentage symbol, what it will do, it will give the remainder value. The same will be doing by math.mod. Percentage symbol won't support it by Apex program. Okay. Now.
Okay.
Generally, when you go to other programming languages, instead of this math.mod, you will be having percentage a symbol.
For 10% of 100.
Sorry. Now. So now these are the various. These are the various mathematical operators are available. Now, the next one is relational operators. So relational operators are comparison operators. These are for what? Whenever if you want to compare the two values. Okay, whenever if you want to compare the two values, then we are going to be using these comparison operators. These are also called as relational operators. In order to know what is the relation between these two values, whether both are same, or any one of the value is big, any one of the value is small. To identify that, we are going to be using these relational operators or comparison operators. Now, these relational operators or comparison operators are used to compare the two values inside your application. Now, these are used to compare the relation between the two values. As part of relational operators, we are having the various relational operators are available, like less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, equals to, not equals to. These are the various relational operators are available as part of this Apex programming. So as part of this Apex programming, we are having the various relational operators are available, like as less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to. And along with that, Apex programming is providing one more function called as equals a function. Okay, equals a function. It is providing a function called as equals a function. Then, so in the entry point of view, it's a common question. What is the difference between equality operator and equals a function? Here we are having equality. To check the equality, we are having operator and we have equals function. Then what is the difference between this equality operator and equals function?
Assigning.
What will you do now?
Assigning.
No, not assigning here, because it is going to be, if it is a single equals, it will be like as assigning here.
Left
This
one
is
will come.
assigning. This is comparison. Okay, equality comparison. Now, let me explain over here in this case. Suppose, for example, let me take a small scenario. Assume that I'm having two words. Okay, two strings are available with me. I'm having two strings, like as hello and then hello. I want to compare here. Okay, I want to compare. For that one, I'm using equality. So now tell me what it will return. Is both the strings are equals or not? Here also we are having hello. Here also we are having hello. So equality symbol we are using for what? To check whether both the strings are equals or not. If both are equals, it returns true, or else it will return false. Now tell me what it will return in this case. Both the strings are equal. So it will be returning the value true. Okay, now let's come to one more scenario. Here I'm having hello. I'm going to be having one more word like as hello. I'm using this equality symbol. So now in this case, what it returns over here? Will it returns true or will it returns false? Here this is also hello. This is also hello. Here H is capital. Here H is small. Then what will happen in this case?
False.
In this case, when coming to the equality operator is going to be returning the value. Why? Because whenever equality operator, if you are using to compare the two values, simply it will compare the value, whether both are same or not. It won't bother about whether it is uppercase or lowercase. It won't bother about that. It won't cross check. That means it will be ignoring that case. It will be ignoring that case over. It will be ignoring that case over. So now in this case, what will happen? It is not considering the case sensitivity. Simply it is going to be comparing whether both the strings are equals or not. That's it. Here also H, here also H are not. That's it. Is it uppercase, lowercase? It won't cross check that here. In this case, whenever we are going to be comparing the two values by using equality operator is going to be simply comparing the two values without having any case sensitivity, without considering the case over here. So even though if you're giving the two strings with the different cases also, always it will be written the value as true. This is also same, this is also same. But if I'm using equals a function, what will happen? If I'm using equals a function, then what will happen in this case? So now in this case, whenever it is going to be comparing these values, okay, whenever it is comparing the values, generally in the comparisons, we have two types of comparisons are available in Salesforce. First one is text comparison. Text comparison. Second one is binary comparison. We have two types of comparisons are available, text comparison and binary comparison. So what do you mean by text comparison? What do you mean by binary comparison? Text comparison in the sense simply we are going to be comparing the two values here. We are going to be comparing the two values without any case sensitivity over here. Okay, without any case sensitivity, without considering the case, without bother about the case, simply it will be comparing that. Now, so now as part of text comparison, simply it will compare the two values without any case sensitivity. That means without considering the case. Without considering that case. That means either uppercase or lowercase, it won't bother about that. Simply it is going to be comparing that. Okay, that's two strings over there. Now, this kind of comparison is called as text comparison. So text comparison is used to simply compare the two strings without considering any case. Next, binary comparison here. So what is this binary comparison? How it will implement? Now let's see. Now, so how it will implement the binary comparison over here? So whenever we are going to be using this equality operator will use a text comparison over here. Sometimes I would like to use the equals function. Equals function internally using this binary comparison. Then how it will compare over here? Now let me explain. Okay, now, for example, I'm having two characters are available, two strings. Simply I'm going to be comparing two strings over here. Like for example, I'm having this hello. I'm having this hello. Two words are available, hello and hello. I'm using this equals a function. Equals a function. Then what it will do? Equals function internally using binary comparison. What do you mean by binary comparison? Now let me explain here. So what are the characters that we have in this each and every word? It will collect every character. So first of all, it will collect the first character inside this. So what is this character? Capital H. Once the character has been getting collected, it will be collecting the ASCII value of this character here. Okay, it will collect the ASCII value. ASCII value. Each and every character, whatever we have inside your keyboard, for every character you will be having a ASCII value. So what is the ASCII value of this particular capital H? Now let me explain. So when you go to your Google, we can able to verify the ASCII codes also. ASCII codes. Okay, ASCII codes are available over here. So when you verify this one, you will be having the ASCII codes. Here we are having this. So now for a capital A, okay, it will be having the ASCII code. For the capital A, it is having this ASCII code 65. Capital B 66. Capital C 67. Capital D 68. Like that. Small A it is having 97. Small B 98. Small C 99. Like that, it will be having this values also available here. So in this case, what happened? It is going to be collecting the ASCII code value here. So in this case, for the capital H, it is having the ASCII code. What is that? So now 72. For the small h, 104. Okay, now it is collecting the ASCII code over here. So it is collecting the ASCII code of these two characters. Here also it will be collecting the ASCII code. Whatever the ASCII code is available, it is collecting the ASCII code. Here also small h. In this case here it is indicating that here it is nothing but what is the value over here. This is small h, capital H is nothing but 72, and the capital H, small h is, the small h is nothing but 104. Okay, 104. It will collect that ASCII value of this both the characters here. Once the values have been getting collected, then it is going to be converting this value into the binary format. So whatever the 72 number is available, this value will be converting into the binary format here. Okay, binary format. So now here it is indicating that. It is indicating that binary format of value over here. Now here in this case, let's see the binary format. How can we verify the binary format also? Let me show you. Inside the Google, you will be having that. Now I'm indicating decimal to binary. Decimal to binary. So we are having this decimal value over here. What is the decimal value? 72. So now convert. So what is the binary number? 100. Okay, 1300. Okay, this is the binary number over here. So this is the binary number. And then for 104, what is the binary number? Now let me verify. For 104, what is the binary number? 110. Okay, 1300. 110, 1300. Now it will compare these binary values over here. It will compare these binary values. Now it is going to be comparing that here. Here how many is available? We are having that 7 digits. Here how many? 7 digits. Now it will compare first 1 and 1, both are same. And then 0 and 1, both are same? No, these are not same. So that both the strings are different over here. Both the strings are different. That means what? Whenever if you are going with the binary comparison, what it will do, whatever the characters are available, it will collect each and every character, and then for every character it is collecting that ASCII value. Based on that ASCII value, it is converting it to the binary content. Once the binary contents have been getting collected, then these two binary values will be getting compared. If both are same, then these strings are same, or else it will be returning false. So this is the binary format. This is the binary comparison in Salesforce. So in this case, when you use that equality operator will always use the text comparison, and the equals function will use the binary comparison over here. So in this case here, whenever we are going to be comparing the two values, if you are using this equals function, internally it is using the binary comparison, which will consider the case sensitivity also, including that character case, it will compare that. Now tell me, for example, I'm having a login screen. In that login screen, we are entering username and the password. Now tell me which one is text comparison, which one is binary comparison. Username is text comparison. That means here, username you can enter in any format, no problem, uppercase, lowercase, combination, anything. And the password should be exact format you have to enter. That means binary comparison. Okay. So in this case here, whenever we are going to be comparing the two values, we can use the various comparison operators. Like we can able to use that less than or equals to, greater than or equals to, not equals to, and the equals function. This is the common question in every interview, difference between equality operator and equals function. Equality operator will be using the text comparison internally, which will compare the values without considering the case. Equals function is going to be using the binary comparison, where it will consider each and every character case also. Every character will be collected. It will collecting that ASCII code of that each and every character. It will convert into the binary. That binary content will be getting compared. This is the internal format of equals function. Okay, now, so these are the various relational operators are available as part of your Apex programming language. Next, logical operators. So what are the logical operators are available? Generally, logical operators are used to club the multiple conditions together. Okay, in order to prepare the compound condition. Compound condition means what? We can group the multiple conditions together. That is called as logical operators. Like for example, assume that I want to apply for a voter ID card. So now here in this case, whenever if you want to apply for the voter ID card, then what are the eligibility criteria? I need to satisfy two conditions. Okay, I have to satisfy two conditions over here. First one will be, okay, the first one will be, I should be the citizen of India. Second one, I should be having minimum 18 years of age. First one will be, I should be the citizen of India. Second one will be, I should have minimum 18 years of age. If both are satisfied, then only I'm eligible for the voter ID card, or else I'm not eligible. So that here both the condition has to satisfy, condition 1 and condition 2 both. So I want to club both the conditions over here. In this case, in order to prepare the compound condition, compound means what? Group. We can club the multiple conditions together to validate that information. In this case, we are using the help of logical operators. Logical operators are used to prepare the compound conditions by clubbing the multiple conditions together. Okay, now these are used to prepare the compound conditions by grouping the multiple conditions together. By grouping the multiple conditions together. So what are the various logical operators are available? We have 3 logical operators, and okay, we have the 3 logical operators. First one is AND, second one is OR, third one is NOT. So these will be getting denoted by using the symbols also. AND will be getting denoted with the help of a symbol called as 2 ampersand symbols, and the OR will be getting denoted with the help of the 2 pipe symbols, and the NOT will be getting denoted with the help of an exclamation symbol. These are the 3 logical operators are available as part of your Apex programming language. So logical operators are used to prepare the compound conditions by grouping the multiple conditions together in order to validate the information. Now, so now as part of this logical operators, we are having the 3 logical operators are available. Next one, incremental decremental operator. As part of this Apex programming, we have 2 incremental operators. The 2 incremental decremental operators are available. First one is plus plus, second one is minus minus. Now plus plus is called as increment operator. Second one is decrement operator. Increment operator and decrement operator. So what is this increment operator and what is this decrement operator? Increment operator is used to increment the value by 1. Increment the value by 1. Decrement operator is used to decrement the value by 1. Okay, increment the value by 1, decrement the value by 1. In order to increment the value by 1, we are going to be using this plus plus operator. In order to decrement the value by 1, we are going to be using decrement operator. Now, so now here in this case, like for example, how can we increment this value? Assume that I'm having some value. For example, I'm having a variable integer customer code. I'm having the value some 1001. I want to increment the value by 1. So how can we do that? Customer code plus plus. Whenever I'm using this one plus plus symbol, it is going to be incrementing the value by 1. So it will be having the output as 1002. Suppose, for example, here after some time I'm decrementing customer code minus minus, which will be decrementing the value by 1. So output value will be 1001. So in this case, to increment the value by 1, we are using plus plus. To decrement the value by 1, we are using minus minus. These are the two operators are available. Okay, one is incremental operator, second one is decremental operator. Next. The next one is assignment operators. What are the use of assignment operators and what assignment operators that we have inside your Apex programming language? Now let's see practically in this case. Now, so now here in this case here, as part of assignment operators, so we are using plus equals to, minus equals to, multiply equals to, division equals to. These are the various assignment operators, along with that normal assignment also here. Along with that normal assignment. Now, for example, here, assume that I'm going to be incrementing this. For example, I'm having a integer variable, customer balance amount. Balance amount equals to some 25,000. Customer is having a balance here. That balance value is 25,000. Now, today, customer has visited my bank again. He has deposited 4,000 more. Okay, already he's having 25,000 rupees in his account. Today, he has visited the bank again. He has deposited 4,000 more. Then how can we do that one? We have to indicate that balance amount equals to balance amount plus 4,000. So it will be having the value, okay, 29,000 here. It will be having the value 29,000. Balance amount equals to balance amount plus 4,000. But in this case, what happened? If I'm writing this one here also balance amount, here also balance amount. That means so many number of characters I'm using to perform this operation. So to reduce this number of characters, okay, to reduce this number of characters, instead of writing like this, simply we can specify, okay, balance amount, okay, plus equals to. Balance amount plus equals to 4,000. Simple short, simple concept here. Both are same, okay? We can able to write like this. So now like as balance amount equals to balance amount plus 4,000 or any one of this. This also both are same, plus equals to 4,000. That means what? Instead of writing that lengthy code, we can make it optimized. We can reduce the number of lines of code. We can reduce the number of characters with the help of this plus equals to symbol here. Okay, with the help of plus equals to symbol, we can able to perform these operations also. So in this case, whenever if you want to increment the values, we are going to be using plus equals to symbol.
Sir, that means value of balance amount now will be 29,000?
Yes, right.
Okay, okay, sir.
So you can use either this statement or you can use either this statement. This is optimized one, this is the general, nothing but lengthy format here. That's the difference, that's it. But whenever we are writing the code by using Apex programming, try to use always the optimized way. Don't write lengthy code. Try to reduce the number of lines of code. Try to reduce the number of characters which you are writing inside your application as part of your application development. Okay, now, like the similar way. Today, customer is going to be withdrawing some money. So now here in this case here, what is the output value in this case here? So now it is going to be indicating this output value. Here the output is, I'm indicating 29,000. Today customer has visited my organization again. He has withdrawn the 4,000 rupees here. So for that one I'm using, so he is withdrawing some 2,000 rupees. Balance amount minus equals to 2,000. So what is the output of this operation? It is going to be indicating output, okay, 27,000. Okay, 27,000. Like that here, we can able to do this operation. Suppose if I'm giving like this, balance amount equals to, okay, 2. In this case, what happened? 27,000 into 2. Okay, 27,000 into 2 equals to some 54. Now, after that, balance amount, okay, by equals to 2. Then what is the result? 54,000 by 2. 54,000 by 2, that is nothing but 27,000. Like that here. We can perform all this operation. Addition assignment, subtraction assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment. These are the 4 operators has been given by Salesforce as part of assignment operators. Why? Because is here, by using this plus plus, we can increment the value by 1. Suppose if you want to increment the value by 2, then what we can do? We can use plus equals to 2. If you want to increment the value by 3, plus equals to 3. Like that here, we can increment the value by, depends upon your number, whatever you want. That facility is available here. So that we are going to be using the various operators as part of your Apex program. We can use mathematical operators, relational operators, logical operators, increment or decremental operators, and then we can use assignment operators. These are the 5 categories of operators are available inside your Apex programming. This is the concept of operators. Now, the next one. The next one is output statements. These are also called as printing statements in Apex programming language.
Sir, one question, sir. Like in other programming language, here do we have pre-incrementation, post-incrementation?
No, nothing.
Okay, sir.
Only post-incrementation.
Okay.
No. So now here we are having the next concept is output statements or printing statements. So what is this output statements or printing statements? Generally, inside your Apex application programming in any programming language, we are going to be writing some code to perform the operation. Once the operation has been done, we can print the result. Okay, we can print the result. In order to print the result, we are using the various printing statements, or these are also called as output statement. If it is a C programming, we are using a function called as printf function. Here we can specify the message. Whatever the message that you want to print, we can specify that message over here by using the printf function. If it is a C++ programming, we are using that cout. We can specify the message. Whatever the message that you want to print, we can specify this. If it is a Java programming, we have to use system.out.println. Here we are writing the message here, which message you want to print onto the command prompt. If it is a C#.NET, we are going to be using a statement called as console.writeLine. We can specify the message, which message you would like to print over here. That means each and every programming language is having its own printing statements to print the results. Once the operations has been done, whatever the result it has generated, to print that result, we are using this printing statements or output statements. Now, like the similar way, inside my Apex programming, how can we print the result? Generally, where the result will be getting printed, results are going to be printing on debug log file. Okay, results will be printing on debug log file. Then how can we print the results on debug log file here? That already we have discussed in the Apex programming execution life cycle, that once operations has been done, okay, once operations has been done, then the Salesforce is generating the result. The result is going to be converting into the HTML format, and that HTML format of response will be placing inside the debug log file. In the debug log file, you will be having your application execution history. It contains, okay, it contains your programming statements. It contains the result. It contains the errors information. It will be holding the whole transaction details, whatever it has done internally. So the whole information, the application execution history, the program execution history will be available inside the debug log file. So whatever the result you want to print, we have to print the result inside that debug log file itself. Then how can we print the result? For that one, in Apex programming language, we are using this statement called as system.debug. System.debug. So please write some message into the debug log file. Please write some message into that debug log file. Here we can specify the message which you would like to print. Message to print in debug log file. It is not printing on the command prompt because there is no command prompt concept in Salesforce. There is no command prompt concept in Salesforce. Everything will be getting printing inside your debug log file. Everything will be printing on the debug log file itself over here. So now here in this case here, okay, now here in this case, whenever if you want to print some message regarding your application result, we have to print that message inside the debug log file. Now, so in this case, how can we print this message here? What is the syntax? Syntax is system.debug. Here we can specify the message to print in debug log file. Message to be get printed in debug log file. So in this case, system is a class, debug is a method. Okay, system is a class, debug is a method. So this system class is going to be utilizing this debug method, which will be printing the result inside your debug log file. Which will be printing the result on debug log file. So in this debug log file, we can see that actual result here. Like for example, I want to print some result over here. I want to print some message in my debug log file. So I'm indicating this. System.debug, I would like to print. Welcome to Apex programming. Welcome to Apex programming. I want to print that result here. And I would like to specify system.debug. Now tell me, upon writing this code, do I need to follow any case sensitivity? No. We no need to follow any case sensitivity. You can use all our uppercase, all our lowercase, or combination, anything we can use. There is no such kind of case sensitivity because already I have given that information during the Apex programming. So now Apex is not a case sensitive programming. Any character case you can use. That facility is available. So I'm indicating that here. This is my first Apex programming. Like that, we can able to print the result by using this system.debug statement. System.debug is a ready-made method which has been given by Apex programming, which is used to print the result inside your debug log file. Okay, inside the debug log file, if you want to print some operation, then we have to use system.debug statement. Now, next one. So now the next one is, how can we write that Apex programming code? How many ways are there in Apex programming language in order to write your Apex programming code? How many ways are there in order to write your Apex programming code? Whenever we are going to be writing your Apex programming code, okay, upon writing that code, in order to implement your application functionalities, we have 4 ways are available in Salesforce. Salesforce provides 4 ways. Salesforce provides the below 4 ways to write the Apex programming code. In order to write the Apex programming code, we are going to be using this 4 ways. First one, by using standard navigation. First one, we are using this standard navigation. The second way is by using developer console. Third one, by using URL format. Fourth one, by using execute anonymous window. Fourth one is by using execute anonymous window. These are the 4 ways are available inside your Apex programming, inside your Salesforce in order to write your Apex programming code. So in order to write that Apex programming code, we are having these 4 ways are available by default. So from this was initially, we will see how to use this execute anonymous window in order to write your Apex programming code. Okay. Initially, we are using this execute anonymous window. When moving forward, we'll see standard navigations and the developer console and the URL formats also. During that object-oriented programming concept, we'll see how can we write the code by using developer console and the standard navigation also. We'll see practically over there. Now, so now here, how can we write the code by using this execute anonymous window? Now let's see practically. Now let's see practically in this case. Now, when you go to this execute anonymous window, how can we write this one? What is the navigation to be get followed here? Now let's see. So now execute anonymous window is an editor. Okay, execute anonymous window is an editor which has been given by Salesforce, which is used to write the code, which is used to compile the code, and we can execute the code. Okay, so now execute anonymous window is an editor which has been given by Salesforce, which is used to write the code and compile and execute, and then we can see the result also. The facility is available. Now, in order to write your Apex programming code and to compile and to execute and to see the results, we are using the help of this editor called as execute anonymous window. So now let's see here in this case, how can we go to this execute anonymous window? Now, by using this editor, we can write, we can compile, we can execute, and we can view the result of the code. And the navigation. What is the navigation we have to follow? Okay, click on your name. Click on your name and expand it. Click on your name and expand it. And the second one, click on developer console. Click on developer console link. And then go to the debug menu and expand it. And then click on execute anonymous window. Click on execute anonymous window. This is one way. Or else there is a shortcut. There is a shortcut. What is that shortcut over here? From developer console, click on, okay, or else you can use that user shortcut. Use the shortcut Control E. Control E. So there is a shortcut here we can be able to use. And then write the code inside the editor. Write the code inside the editor and click on execute button or execute highlighted. Click on execute button or execute highlighted button. So what is the difference between execute button? Execute button is going to be executing the whole code whatever you have written inside this editor. Execute highlighted button is going to be executing only the selected lines of code. Only the selected lines of code will be executed by this execute highlighted button. This is the difference between both these buttons, execute and execute highlighted button. And then we can see the result here. View the result inside the debug log file. Inside the debug log file, we can able to view that result here. Okay, this is the now. These are the 4 ways are there in order to write your Apex programming code. Then how many ways are there to execute your Apex programming code? Now let's see. Whenever we are executing this Apex programming code, we have totally 9 ways are available in Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce has given 9 ways in order to execute your Apex programming code. Salesforce provides the below 9 ways to execute the Apex code. The first one, by using execute anonymous window, just now we have discussed. Second one, by using triggers. Third one, by using Visualforce pages. Fourth one, by using batch programming. Fifth one, by using schedule programming. Sixth one, by using process builder. Seventh one, email services. Eighth one, by using web services or APIs. And the ninth one, by using code editors, by using Visual Studio code editor, that is also called as VS Code. These are the 9 ways are available in order to invoke your Apex programming code. By end of this complete development and the integration, we'll see all these 9 ways. We'll see all these 9 ways. Depends upon the topic, we'll use this respective way over here. So whenever we are going to be executing your Apex programming code, these are the total 9 ways are available, which has been given by Salesforce by default. So in order to write your Apex programming code, we have 4 ways are available. To execute the Apex programming code, we are having 9 ways are available. Now, so now here in this case, how can we write this Apex programming code and how can we execute it? Now let me show you with a sample example so that we can understand the navigation, so that we can do some practice also. So now, for example, I want to write the code by using execute anonymous window. How can we write the code by using execute anonymous window? Now let's see practically in this case. How can we go to the editor? Now let's see. So let's go to your Salesforce instance. Okay. Let me log in into your Salesforce account over here. Let's go to your Salesforce instance and go to your name on the top right corner. Okay, go to your name on the top right corner and expand it. Now, go to your application and then go to your name and expand it and click on Developer Console. Click on Developer Console and then Salesforce is providing one editor to you over here. Maximize this editor. Okay, you can maximize this editor here. And then inside this editor on the top, you will be having a menu bar. In this editor on the top, you will be having a menu bar where we can see the various menus like as file menu, edit menu, debug menu, test menu. Like that, you will be having the various menus will be available on that menu bar. Now, so these are the various menus are available on this menu bar. Now, go to this debug menu, click on Open Execute Anonymous window. Okay, click on Open Execute Anonymous window. Or else from here directly we can use a shortcut. What is that? Control E. When you click on Control E, it is opening an editor here. It is opening an editor. This is called as Execute Anonymous window. Expand this editor here. It is indicating like as expand. That means maximize this editor here. You will be having this editor is available. As of now, we have three windows. One is your Salesforce account. Second one is your developer console. Third one is your Execute Anonymous window. Here we can write that code here. So what you want to do, I want to print some sample message. Okay, I want to print some sample message over here. I want to print a sample message, okay, on the debug log file, like as welcome to Apex program. I want to print some sample message that is welcome to Apex programming and my debug log file. Then how can we do that? Now let's see practically in this case. Then how can we print? So I'm indicating this system.debug. So observe this one. We no need to write the entire code manually here. Upon specifying system dot, it is populating the methods information. What methods are available, it is populating that. So this feature is called as IntelliSense. This feature is called as IntelliSense feature. I'm writing this system.debug. Here we can able to specify the message like as welcome to Apex programming. That's it, over. Simple. Specify the message which you would like to print. And then once the message has been getting written, then click on this execute button. In the bottom right corner, you will be having two buttons are there. Execute button and the execute highlighted button. Okay, execute button and execute highlighted button. Execute button is used to execute the whole code available inside this editor. Execute highlighted button is used to execute only the selected lines of code. Now I want to execute it. I want to execute the whole code. So now click on execute button. Before executing this code, select that checkbox called as open log. Nothing but make that log file will be getting opening automatically by default. So now click on select this log open log checkbox. Once you are selecting, that is over. You can only to select every time. Click on debug button, execute button, and then go to the developer console editor. We can see the result here. It is opening that debug log file. In this debug log file, we can able to see the complete result of your application. We can see the complete result of your application. So this is the entire result here. Now you can raise a question, sir, I have written simply one line of code, but it is showing very lengthy result file. How can we see only my result here? So in this case, when you go to this developer console, okay, here we are having this debug log file is there. Just to select the checkbox, debug only checkbox. Select the checkbox, debug only. Once you select debug only checkbox, we can see the result. Here you are indicating that welcome to Apex programming. So now this is a message which I'm printing inside my debug log file. Okay, this is a message which I'm printing on my debug log file.
Piroj,
This is how we have to do that here.
excuse me, Piroj.
Yes.
Can you like tell me like what are the other things if we want to check the debug only?
Okay. Sorry.
If we want to check the debug only, okay, what are the rest of the things like it's the list? What are the things are there? The heap memory and all.
So everything we can see that. If you are answering this one, we can able to verify how much memory has been allocated. Everything it will be tracking that information also inside this. It is indicating that how much heap memory has been allocated, how many number of bytes has been allocated. Everything will be tracking by Salesforce internally by default. Okay. Now. So now here in this case, whenever if you want to execute your Apex programming code, okay, we have to go to the execute anonymous window, write the code, click on execute button, and then we can come back to the developer console here. Come back to the developer console, then debug log file will be getting opened over here. Select the checkbox or debug only. Okay, select the checkbox debug only, and we can see that result also inside this. This is the way we can able to verify this information. This is the way we can able to verify. Now, this is the process we have to follow in order to execute your Apex programming code. Suppose I want to write one more line of code also. Just to go to that execute anonymous window, you can write second line of code also, like system.debug. I want to indicate this is my first Apex program. This is my first Apex program. So now I want to execute only the second line over here. I don't want to execute the whole lines. So just to select this line here, click on execute highlighted button. Click on this execute highlighted button. We can see we can execute only this particular selected lines of code here. Now select the debug only checkbox. We can see the result. This is my first Apex program, like that. If you want to execute that whole code, simply click on that execute button. Both the lines of code will be getting executed for you, so that we can see the result also. Go to that developer console. We can see that result over here. It is not yet sent that result. Now, click on execute. Request has been sent to the server. So now we can able to see that result over here. It is loading the debug log file. Select the debug only checkbox. Now we can able to see both the results also. So this is how we are going to be writing that Apex programming code, and then we can able to see the results inside your debug log file here. Okay. So this is how we are going to be writing this piece of code here. So now go through this information and then do the practice on this one today. And then the next session we'll see how to write some small programs. So we have entered in the programming part from now onwards. We'll see from tomorrow next session onwards completely the programming part. Next session will be on Monday. Again, next development session will be on Monday. Okay, Saturday and Sunday we don't have the development session. We'll be having the development session will be on Monday again here. And then one more thing I'm going to be informing to you. So now Monday, the voting meeting link will be getting changed. For the development sessions, meeting link will be getting changed for the Monday session. Okay, you will be getting the new meeting link by Monday, okay, afternoon from the Capital Info Management people regarding the meeting link to join that Monday session. If anybody did not receive the meeting link by Monday evening, then you can contact the management people. They will send the meeting link also to you.
So tomorrow we'll be having a class at 6:30, correct?